welcome to YouTube, man. And we're about to talk about some news stories. So let's get to it, man. Fireworks return to Walt Disney World. Statewide, Disney parks are moving to return back to regular operation by easing off their COVID restrictions. With this comes the announcement recently about the return of fireworks shows to the parks. Here is what we know. On July 1st, Happily Ever After in the Magic Kingdom and Epcot Forever in Epcot will once again light up the night sky at the Walt Disney World Resort. On July 4th, Mickey's Mix Magic will return to Disneyland at the Disneyland Resort. These are the only shows announced to be returning to the parks as of right now. We're recording this show on June 19th, 2021. And as you notice, this excludes the Star Wars themed show that took place over at Hollywood Studios. So there you go,
as
guys.
well as Fantasmic and yeah.
Oh yeah, and Fantasmic and all those other things. What do you guys think about this?
I'm glad to hear the fireworks are returning. If I'm being honest, I don't know that this affects me personally all that much. I will usually once a trip catch a fireworks performance, and most of the time when I'm doing it, it's at California Grill and their koozies. But
you're never one for crowds.
Yes, yeah. I've never been one for crowds. But having said that, a Disney vacation is pretty much synonymous with fireworks. So having them back just symbolizes more of a return to the normal. So I'm glad to see them back. I'm happy that this is happening because I know this is a staple of a lot of families' vacations to Disney. So that's how I feel about it. I'm glad to see it's back. I will catch a show or two. It's just I don't think it's going to affect me all that much because I generally enjoyed it from a resort having dinner
from afar. It sounds
from afar.
And yeah, I'm very excited about this too, and I'm glad to see this because it's a step in the right direction towards, I guess, pre-COVID normalcy. Even though the new normalcy is going to be somewhat different. But I'm glad to see that they're feeling comfortable enough with the restrictions being lifted that they can do this.
Yes.
So that's very exciting. And it gives those people that are traveling down there over the summer something in the evenings to do. Every time you watch those fireworks, there's always something a little bit magical, just exciting to end your day with all that, all the booms, all the lights. The way they do their fireworks shows are always incredible, Epcot Forever aside, I've never seen it. I've only seen the videos. Who knows when Harmonious is coming online? From what I hear, that's still testing. So, but it's exciting to have that aspect of the Disney vacation experience back online. So that's exciting coming up in the next month in July. So that's good. Eli, what do you say, sir?
You know what? I think this is, I agree with you guys in the fact this is awesome. It's a good signal that things could go back to normal. But if you go on a vacation, you should enjoy yourself. And nothing says enjoyability like fireworks. The same time, on the other end of the revolving door, I'm kind of worried about that part where there's still like a million people standing around me. And I am vaccinated, for the record. I am vaccinated. But
yeah?
I am kind of worried about...
Did you put that in your Mouse Bingo profile?
Not yet, but I need to add that.
Oh, you probably should.
I want to. I am vaccinated and safe. Always safe.
Vaccinated and safe.
Sexy and vaccinated.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's two S's that you want to have in there.
Sexinated.
Sexinated. I like that.
Totally sexinated.
There it is. And so I think like that's the one part of it that kind of worries me slightly. But that's just me trying to work on my offense. But as far as the company in general, yeah, I mean, it's a party. If you're able to go on a vacation during this time and you're brave enough, you should enjoy the fireworks. Just if I was there, I wouldn't want nobody breathing on me unless, she was really cute. That's all I'm saying on that.
Oh, you like the breathing and stuff?
Now, I'm not a big fan of breathing with COVID. I'm just still paranoid about it. Like COVID is like the sequel that hasn't been developed yet. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's like, oh, we beat it and everything, and we got to go back to normal. But I totally get that. Totally get the fact that we've been in fear for a whole year. We can't live like that. No. And we need that escape. But at the same time, like, I'm sorry, COVID's a punk ass way to go. Like, so
COVID's a zombie.
It
is. Calm down over there.
Sorry.
It's not a punk ass way to go.
In other words,
it sucks. Is what
it sucks.
What you meant to say.
You really said right.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if you're enjoying something and then somebody else standing by you, and then like from this freak accident. You know,
Yes.
that this happens, something happens to you, and then like it's over. Like I think that's a terrible way to do it. So that's why my guard would always be up. So I that's just me. So I'm with it as a product, just socially.
So if you travel down there, you'd be optimistically cautious in entering that crowd.
I mean,
fireworks.
I'm kind of, but like, you know what? Yeah, in general, whenever before this, pre-COVID, to be honest, I mean, like you said, like I'm like Danny. I would, if I was at a restaurant, like we've gone to California, we've been to Florida, and it's like, boom, fireworks. Like, oh, check that out. There's only like 6 people. And that's even before this. Like, oh yeah, that's cool. Because sometimes you just want to enjoy something for yourself. I mean,
right.
And you like, it's not a bad thing if you have like, say, under 10 people there. They're like, oh yeah, that was cool. You liked it? Yeah, it was cool. But when you have like, say 2,000 people in your general area, even past COVID, it's like, dang, dude, you like yelling. Like I want to hear what they're singing and I want to see this and that. So in some cases, depending on who you have in the crowd, it can alter your experience. And so imagine someone coughing on you when that's all happening. Yeah.
Look, I was in line at the Hallmark store today and a woman sneezed and wasn't wearing a mask. And I was like,
yeah.
I was like, oh, come on. But at the same time, you're right. I mean, at some point, once you're vaccinated, you need to embrace the return to normal. So I am good with that aspect of things. Having said that, like I said, there's a difference between being online at the grocery store and being huddled in a mass of humanity in front of the castle
around you. Yeah.
So I'm probably going to be a lot more careful. I really, to be honest with you, I really kind of thought that we would have gotten more of I thought we would have gotten character meet and greets before we would have gotten this. That's
a fair point. I mean,
here it is, and look, I'm grateful for it, and again, there's nobody who doesn't feel comfortable with this that needs to be there for it. It's just for those who are okay with it, right?
I would spend an extra $2,500 if I could get one of those like Rick Swerro presidential suites to see if
presidential.
I would like to get that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am not a wealthy
There's like
man.
dessert fireworks party.
Oh, so you can watch it isolated in spacious.
Yeah, I mean, like but I mean, look,
I agree.
You had a pimped out area like that was.
I mean, if I had a choice, I would definitely go for that.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm gonna at this point, if I'm gonna take out a loan to say, hey, look, I'm gonna go back and do this thing. You know what? If it's gonna put me in the hole for an extra 2 years to enjoy this firework on this level, based upon all the past events that has happened, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that.
What does this? So, if you would have bought tickets to the Boo Bash, would this upset you, knowing that now you've greenlit fireworks, but there's no? I'm paying pretty close to not so scary prices, if not right at about. I'd have to look at what the latest price
to be in a realistically scary event.
Well, I mean, it's just you're paying kind of the exact same price that you were paying before, not too far off, to experience not so scary without fireworks, without a parade. What's the difference between huddled together on Main Street to watch a parade and watching fireworks? What's the difference between huddled together to get a character's autograph in a picture and fireworks?
Movement.
Exodus. Movement of the people.
So somebody's leaving, somebody's going. If there's a fight, you know how it works. Come on, we've been to Disney plenty of times.
Sure.
You walk somewhere like, da-da-da-da, here comes such and such show, and then like everybody stops. Everybody's walking to
hammer time.
Yeah, right. Everybody's walking, get hot dogs and stuff, and then they're like, boom, 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 and then people are like, oh, and then like everybody's stopping now. They're like, so whatever you were doing, it's now being complicated like 1,000 times more,
Right.
Whereas if you're just in the normal, hey, look, here's the music, here's things going, people are still going in and out of traffic. It would be as if you were on a subway, like a subway station. And then one day they were like, hey, look, the guy that like plays the guitar for like, 25 cents, he's going to like play the guitar in his head. And then like the whole subway stops. And then you got to like watch his concert until his concert's over, and then everything starts moving again. That's that'd be my lure with that. With that, you know what I'm saying?
Well, let's bring it closer to home. Let's bring it closer to home. Then it's like if they would have Mardi Gras parades and we had the crowds, would you feel comfortable doing that?
I'm not really a big fan of crowds or Mardi Gras. Anyway.
Yeah, I would not go to Mardi Gras because of crowds as well.
Yeah,
that's why we if we went to parades, we would stand back. We like to go to those lesser crowded parades and enjoy that.
Yeah.
But like Mardi Gras Day, we would show up way late, stand way in the back, and the kids would be fine with things within 10 to 15. We're just not the whole. It's like
just super crowded thing.
Well, now
you
got people peeing COVID on you instead of breathing it on you.
Wait, what?
You got people peeing COVID on you.
You talk about like golden showers kind of aspect? Is that what? That's kind of
peeing COVID. What?
I didn't know you could do that.
That was a joke. That's just
Me
a joke.
either.
That was a joke.
Science. Maybe not. I'm sorry.
That's a joke.
Don't spread no more fear, man.
All right. I'm sorry. But it's legitimate fear. You don't know.
Peanut butter.
You don't know.
Could be.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not even in Mardi Gras, I would watch the parade from the comfort of my own home, but I have no stake in that game. I didn't pay to go to Mardi Gras. I didn't pay to go to that hotel. Now that person that paid, say, $5,000 to stay in Bourbon Street and then see all the craziness and all the fun and all the debauchery, let them have that. Let them have what they want as long as they know what they signed up for. And totally cool with that.
Yes.
Totally cool with that.
Same here.
Yeah, but as far as this vacation here, and I'm going to Disney, like that's the same thing. I know what I'm going to deal with. So this is just more sporadic. Like if someone goes to Mardi Gras, they know from this day to that day, chaos is going to ensue. Now what was the thing of the bash, boo bash? Right?
You're burdened with chaotic purpose.
Right. If you know, if you know the date that things are gonna happen, and you're like, I don't want people on me and breathing on me, all that. Well, then look, these are isolated days. Be aware of that. It's at your risk.
Awesome. No, I can see that. I totally do. I understand completely. I hate crowds in any situation. I hate being when we do Bacchus, we only do it if we have tickets to the Bacchus ball.
That makes sense. I can see that.
Because it's just too chaotic, too many people bumping into you, too many people knocking you down, too much. Crowds can breed stupidity, and so like from that,
especially if they're drunk.
Yes. Now, granted, in Magic Kingdom, that's not something you have to worry about. But I always loved I think that's why Illuminations was always my favorite shows, because you can gather around the lagoon without being shoulder to shoulder with other people.
Nice.
I mean, that lagoon was pretty broad and everyone got a good view. And yeah, I just don't get the same thing with being I don't need
on top of people.
Yeah. I just don't need that, but at the same time, I like that it's back because
it needs to be back.
It does need to be back. It really does need to come back. And the people who want to be in the front lines and enjoy it, God bless them.
Wishes.
Well, guys, look, let us know what you think about this. Make sure you leave a comment and subscribe to our podcast and share your opinions. We do definitely get back to you if you leave a comment and just have that discussion with you guys, because we always love hearing from our listeners. So enjoy.